Our next guest is a friend of David's, a friend of ours, and a friend of Barney Miller's. Here's the friendliest detective in the 12th precinct. Here is Steve Landesberg.
No. Michael, it's so good to see you again.
Good to see you,
God
Steve.
love you.
It's
My
wonderful.
daughter's getting better since you took her out, you know. She screams in the middle of the night. He said I'd get panel.
How have you been?
I'm all right. How are you?
Have you been paying attention to what's going
Yeah,
on
what David
in this
is-
country politically, the political scene?
Well, I told Jimmy. I did. I told him, I said, look him right in the eye and say this. Say, I am an only child. Now, it's your word against theirs, isn't it? They trust you. That's why they voted for you. Also, during the campaign, I would wear shorts. Because Ronnie will never show his knees. He's a lot older than he says he is. You know, those Hollywood people. He's about 90. He's at least 90 years old, Ronnie. Oh, yeah, I know Ronnie from way back. We were in the Waco Kid Takes a Hike together. But I think also, I told Jimmy, I said, America likes festive things. So have a circus atmosphere when you campaign. Have a lot of midgets around you. a lot of Jews with them things on their hair. You know, the hair on them. America loves looking at Jews. You gotta be different, folks.
How do you feel about actors, though, in politics? Tell the truth. There are so many actors.
You know what? No, Reagan is, he really has that heroic look.
Yeah,
but to me...
great posture, too.
Yeah, no, he does have that, you know, he speaks and people believe him and they trust him and he's got that heroic look. But to me, when I watch Gregory Peck, not just because I do him, but because he does... No.
That has some bearing.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Peck...
No, come on.
No, I was watching Peck in an old movie recently, Night People, like from the mid-50s.
yeah.
It was a great Berlin picture with east-west zones. And he was great. I mean, you just knew that he was going to handle it. He was just Mr. Cool, you know. So if Peck... Let's say Reagan got in, right, in '84. Peck runs against him, and they start asking him about his background. You know, he says, I have no political experience whatsoever, but what the hell's the difference?
Now, as a sports fan, and I know
Yes,
you're
as a sports fan.
You're an avid sports
Yes,
fan,
I am.
Steve. You watch...
Yep, I am.
What are your thoughts?
I like sports, yep. And naked girls, I like.
Little girls, I love little naked girls running around playing ball.
What are your thoughts on the Olympics?
Olympics doesn't make it for me. Ice dancing, well, that's not even now. I mean, that was the last...
Yeah.
What was that? This is
That's the Winter
little girl. That was the
Olympics.
Winter
This
Olympics.
is now
This
they're
is
in
now
Russia now.
Russia playing proper. You know what? One of the events was that this is not considered an Olympic event, but it really is. When they sent the guy up the other day, the Russians sent a Vietnamese guy up in space with a Russian. Now, and they're meeting other Russians in space. So to me, that's, you know, they're always looking to break records. So that to me is part of the Olympics. But I was just wondering if maybe they won't get along up there. Now, isn't it possible that these two guys won't get along? People
Very
have
possible.
You know, the guy gets up and they're up in space, and the Vietnamese guy's eating the Russian stuff. He says, "What is this you give me to eat? I'm not going to eat this." Well, say, you know what? Did you ever think about those guys? Maybe they're up there for a long time. Maybe they get stoned up in space. Now, who would know, really? Is it possible? What if they were up there? What if they were up there for a long time and you know, a long time and they didn't, you know, Bulganov, come in, what's going on up there? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Come up, take a look.
What do you think of Muhammad Ali's comeback at age 38?
All
Are you 38, or if you're Muhammad Ali?
No, I think
That's a little...
No, I think it's a little hairy. You know, the guy's it's
dangerous.
But Ali was always
Dangerous at his age.
the thing about Ali was he was always a terrific interview, and I love interviews with athletes. And That's what you miss about him more than I wish he would just do interviews and wouldn't come back and fight.
Yeah, he is a good
Also, he used to do a lot of home TV fights. He did many, probably more than anybody, and they'd always interview the other guys after the fight. And there was some beauty. Remember Richard Dunn, the English heavyweight?
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Richard Dunn, English heavyweights have a habit of bouncing. They go down and they come up, and they go down and they come up. This guy, Richard Dunn went down maybe 4, 5, 7 times, I don't know. And after the fight, they were interviewing him, and he said, "I'd like to fight him again. But first, I'd like to get kicked in the head by a horse." There's never been any excitement with bantamweights and flyweights.
Nobody cares about
No, but maybe
flyweights.
they'll get hot now. Maybe you'll have guys 90 pounds, and, you know, millions of people will be so...
Yes, I am 95 pounds, but pound per pound, I hit harder than anyone in the world. They say I'm like Joe Louis, Jack Dempsey, Rocky Marciano. Even though I only weigh 95 pounds. And after a fight, sometimes I weigh 71 pounds.